Hello everybody! Today we are going to make a build in my peaceful meadow with the new flower blossoms shop. I really liked this. When it came in the premium shop, I snatched it up immediately because it's so cute and has so much detail to it. I wanted to pair it with the Beast flower shop where you can get like a bunch of flowers that he collects for you. And I also wanted to put Goofy's stall over here. Figure I'd make it a little shopping area. I ended up redoing my meadow from, I think it's one of my streams. I will pin it in the bottom or put it in the description when I find it. But yeah, one of my streams, I decided to tear apart my meadow because we had the floating islands. So I put my theme park in the plaza floating island, and now my meadow's open. So we're gonna make a little fairy flowery area, and this just fit perfectly. As you can see here, I pulled out a bunch of items. I'm just trying to see what works, what would look nice together. It's kind of my process with it is I put the buildings where I want them, and then I grab a bunch of items that would look nice, and I see where I can fit things. This fence from Eternity Isle looked really nice here. I decided to put it along the back and around the edge, just to kind of close it off. I wanted to put the figment flower patch in front because obviously we need a centerpiece and it just looks perfect there. I'm going to put the gazebo in this back corner, just with all the flowers and everything. This is the one the fairy godmother gives you, I believe. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. But it just looked really nice. You only get one of them, so I really wanted it somewhere special, and it's so flowery, it just kind of fit perfectly with everything. And then of course I'm adding the big light up flowers everywhere, make it look more fairy core, because that's really what I'm going for in my meadow is fairy core, which I'm really excited about because it's one of my favorites. It was the first theme I did on an Animal Crossing island, so it holds a little special place in my heart, obviously. So then I found these little patches of flowers. There's two different ones, one that came with the Mulan update, and this other one I think came out after the Storybook Veil update. And they just looked perfect, being scattered everywhere, you know, again, make it look almost messy, but also magical. Does that make sense? I don't think so. Now I'm adding in the path. I decided to go with the brick path, but without the border because I wanted it to look very natural. So I added that, make it look a little old, little natural, you know. Here, I cut out quite a bit of this because it took me some time, but I'm going around the pond to see basically how it'll come out, how far it'll let me put a path against the pond. This kind of just helps me get an idea of what I can do and where with the paths. And then I end up zooming out and seeing how it looks, fixed it up so it's a lot more even, not as crazy, because it was really everywhere. And then I just filled it in a bunch. I filled it in, I think, 3 wide, and I just think it looks pretty good. It kind of makes a circle almost, but not quite. But it looks very nice around the pond, I think. Here I'm adding some more bushes, just to kind of round out the paths, not look as harsh around the edges. Just looks a lot nicer in my opinion. I wanted to go more dramatic with it, have them everywhere, but I really need to be able to get to the actual pond to fish, obviously. So I just did it in certain sections wherever I felt it looked nicest. And then just tried to round it as much as I could, and also, again, still make it look natural. You're gonna hear me say the word natural a lot in this video, because that is literally all I'm doing, is just making it natural. But also making it very pretty, and making it so that you have a lot of places to look at, lots of things to look at. Just making it very interesting. Also, I started this video back when the Flower Blossoms shop was actually in the store for the first time, so it's been a bit that I've been working on this, but as you all know, it takes me a bit to do these things, so that's why. I'm adding these flower bushes from, I wanted to say Mythopia, and then these tall flowers from the Ever After. These are both from the Storybook Vale update. I keep wanting to call it Storybrooke because of Once Upon a Time. You've probably heard me say that a lot. But yeah, both of these are from the Storybook Vale update. So is this really big pink mushroom, I think is what they call it. They all looked like really good for it. And since the big flowers came out, this has like been my ideal plan, was to move my amusement park to the Plaza Island and then make this just fairy core basically. It's a meadow, it's perfect, and it has these little animated butterflies everywhere. It suits it, you know? I put the glowing lily pads in the center here with some cattails, just to give it a little bit more detail. And then now I'm adding in the trees. I tend to do trees last because I find that they really get in your way and obstruct your view when you're trying to build. So I add them last in little empty spots that I think could use something. So yeah, just a little tip for you guys if you didn't know that. And then now I'm just adding to the path so that you can get to the beach. And then I decided to go back to the pond. I felt like it looked really empty still. So I took these little swan boats from the Monsters Star Path and put those all around. So it's like a little boat ride. I wasn't sure what to do with this area over here. So I just put a little water fountain, a bench, and that little spring market stand, I think is what it's called. And then over here, I really wanted to put the gazebo in somewhere, and it just fit perfectly over here, straight across from the shop. And the Isabella flower items fit perfectly in there, so I was really happy about that. So it's just, everything is so floral and happy, and I really like it. I hope you guys do as well. Here I'm just adding a path to the plaza, nice and simple. And then of course, a few more trees. So now we're going to jump in game so you guys can see the finished product. Here's the well as well. I didn't add this in the footage. I forgot to. But yeah, you can see everything from here. There's the little gazebo. There's the entrance to the plaza. Here's the gazebo with Gaston posing so you can see what it would look like. And then over here is the little flower market. Here is that gazebo up close. Well, not really gazebo, but you know. I think it looks really nice. This looks amazing with Woody's shop and with the Beast's stall. And then I added this little extra picnic blanket over here. You can sit out, watch, or look at the beach. You know, you're pretty close to the ocean here, so I think it looks pretty nice. And that's it. It's a very quick video today. But I think it came out really nice and I'm really proud of it. So I hope you guys liked it. Thanks. Bye.